Hey, what's up everyone? Tankenstein here. In this video, I'll just be giving a quick overview of the P-39Q-25, which is a rank 3 BR 3.7 premium French fighter that's coming with Battle Pass and something that you could possibly purchase or sell in the marketplace. I'll just let you know if it's any good, whether you should purchase it, how much you should purchase it for, what the differences are between this and the Q5, which is probably its closest analog in-game as of the recording of this video, and just kind of give you a quick overview in that regard. So as you can see here, it's a 3.7. Again, it is a premium, so it will help you with the research of the French Air Tech tree, and it sits at a pretty decent spot in the French Air Tech tree, although this is probably one of the most filled ranks. Actually, I believe it is the most filled rank if you include premium vehicles for the French Air Tech tree, except for minus rank 1. So this will fill in kind of an important role here, kind of. If you play arcade, it won't really matter all too much. I believe that this is a 3.3 with arcade, but you know, you can certainly use this as close air support, but its primary role, aside from close air support, well, over close air support, is bomber hunting. So as you can see, the rate of climb 20.3 meters per second, which is absolutely prodigious at this altitude, in my opinion. It is excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, as you can see, I mean, the French also have the P-63C5, which is, as you can see here, I don't even have it upgraded. I don't have a need to make, I don't want to upgrade it. I don't really care about it so much. I probably will upgrade it in time. But that's kind of like the big daddy version of the P-39Q-25. And it's not really all too comparable because they have different performance specs and all that. So just comparing this to the P-39Q-5, this only has a 14.4 meter per second rate of climb. It is a slightly higher top speed compared to the Q25, but again, it's got about 50%, or the Q25 is about 50% better rate of climb. And you might think, is that an actual stat? That's true. It's 100% true. I outclimbed Q5s, no problem. I'm outclimbing pretty much every single plane in the beginning of the game, which is especially important because this is a bomber buster with that M4 37mm cannon. And your default ammunition is going to be HE ammunition. Of course, you can equip Universal, which is pretty good if you're going for ground target hunting or just, well, ground target ammunition belt. So they're both really, really good, or they're all really good ammunition belts, but that 37 will lay waste to pretty much anyone in one hit. So again, this thing will outclimb and outpace pretty much every other P-39 in game. It's probably, at least as of the recording of this video, the best. And one of the things that makes it different compared to the Q5, it doesn't have a better engine. It doesn't really have better performance characteristics, so to speak, but it does have 4 blades on the propeller compared to the Q5, which has 3. Let me know in the comments below if that actually increases rate of climb, because there's nothing else about this plane that should increase rate of climb as far as I know. And also the rear of the plane is actually reinforced. The airframe is better, at least historically speaking, compared to the Q25 or the Q5 here. So the Q25 does have a reinforced tail section, which is important because the engine sits back there, and well, I've actually outpaced and survived several dogfights when people have been shooting me from the back in this, whereas in the Q5, which I had actually played a little bit earlier, I probably wouldn't have. That being said, let's just get into some gameplay and I'll go over how this thing flies and kind of give you a recommendation. So as you can see, I'm pretty well, even though this is just kind of taking off from the runway, you can just kind of see where this starts to out accelerate pretty much everyone at low end speeds and low altitudes, because the P-39Q-25, really all P-39s are just excellent at low to mid altitudes. They suffer at high altitudes, but low to mid, they are really, really good. As I said before, this thing gets pretty high pretty quickly, which is nice. Of course, everyone's kind of splitting up in this, and I'm in a pretty decent up tier. As you can see, P-51s are pretty much always going to outpace this. But that Yak 3, he's a bit behind me, but also a bit higher than me because he's choosing to go a little bit higher. So this plane is pretty good for a number of things, but again, I don't know if I mentioned it in kind of the intro, but this is primarily going to be a bomber buster. That 37mm M4 cannon, oh man, I wish I was over there. There's 2 BB-38s. So that M4 is just a bomber busting plane gun. It's pretty much an automatic tank gun, and it fires primarily HE ammunition. Oh, that's not good. And it's just really, really excellent in that role. So its versatility is a bit limited. It's got just a single 500-pound bomb that you can attach to it, which makes it so that going against ground targets, it's not quite as good. Certainly it's not terrible, especially if you hit an open top tank destroyer, but it could be quite a bit worse. So I'm going to try to make it over there. I'm not really too worried about Stukas. And actually, I'm getting kind of close. So whether this thing is worth it or not, I think it really just depends on whether or not what sort of value you place in the French air tech tree. Like, are you going to be using this tech tree regularly? Do you really feel the need for a mid BR or like a low to mid BR plane? Of course, this is rank 3, so it will help with battle pass challenges, which is certainly nice, but it's not going to just be this cure-all sort of thing. Man, this guy's commencing attack on my enemy. My enemy. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I got close. Oh, wow. Yeah, B-238s are not fun to fight. Well, I mean, they're fun, but whatever. So, that being said, it's kind of a special case, this plane, because... Man, I'm getting close. Because this plane is not like a regular Battle Pass premium, at least in the first 2 seasons, where you could just kind of... Oh, that was way off. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, I hit him with a 37. So 37s are good if you can actually do something. So I'm going to probably die with this. I'll just take to doing that. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult to say. I wouldn't really buy this for more than $5, to be honest with you guys. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it's a P-39, and the French already have. That 37 took them out. And the French already have a P-63 that can do pretty much the same things, just better. Albeit it is 1 BR higher than this. So take it as you will. Personally, I wouldn't buy this myself. I'm going to keep it once I get it. This is a test drive, of course. But I really don't feel like... It's not really worth selling. It's not worth, like, getting the coupon that you need to get to sell it. But at the same token, I really don't think that this thing is worth buying for more than $7. And even then, it's just, you're buying it for the tech tree. I mean, there's better vehicles than this in the French air tech tree around this BR. This is better than pretty much every P-39 in game. But again, $5 or $6, maybe 7 or 8 if you have a need or you have like a want for this vehicle. So that being said, just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, this is kind of a weird video, but I wanted it to not be all that long of a video. So either way, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll probably go and crash and burn with this thing. So I'll see you guys all on the other side. Take care, everyone.